Flaps are up, everything's good. Let me get a look out for that helicopter.
Left side's clear. I don't see the damn helicopter. And turn your landing light on, please, for me today.
I can't hear you, what?
Landing light.
Landing light.
Oh, the landing light on, yes.
Oh, on. Gotcha.
Because
okay.
He might be able to see you while you're going out there.
Good.
And strobe lights on as well then, and the beacon and all that other stuff. You didn't turn it on. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I typically do that.
Because on weather like today, you really want to have that crap on.
Alright, I need to stay below.
1900 means it's almost 2,000 feet, almost 3,000 on the clock, okay?
I don't understand what you're saying. 3,000?
Oh yeah, 3,000 on the clock.
Oh, right.
Okay, now turn to the west. And let them know that you're turning west over.
Kickapoo traffic, Peninsula 917. X-ray helicopter traffic in sight, turning west. Kickapoo. Traffic, helicopter has you inside as well.
Is it dropping over there?
That's perfect. Just keep him inside that we won't hit him.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're at 2,000. Heading west. Do you want me to go ahead and speak with?
What is that, an Apache? Yeah.
Kickapoo traffic, helicopter 9567, to be crossing midfield, entering left downwind for landing 17, Kickapoo.
You want to go ahead and initiate our IFR pickup?
Yes.
Alright, switching over. Okay, it's going to be Shepard announcing, just part it. You going to take care of it?
I'll do it.
Okay, I'm going to take notes.
Shepard departure, good morning. My name's 9179 X-ray. Off Kickapoo, presently 2 miles to the west. Request.
9179 X-ray, Shepard approach, Sea Shepard altimeter 2964, identify request.
79 X-ray, request an IFR pickup. We would like to do an instrument training flight today. Doing a VOR Bravo into Valley, followed by a VOR Delta into Shepard, circling to land on 17, full stop.
Okay, so the VOR Bravo into Wichita Valley won't be a problem, but the one into Shepard's not going to happen. We're wing flying right now.
Copy that. In that case, we would like to get the VOR Bravo, and would it be possible to get a ILS to 157?
Negative, sir. That would be an option to radar approach. We're wing flying. You can't do that right now.
Copy that. So we're looking for the VOR Bravo.
79 X-ray, roger. Traffic 2 miles west your position. Skyhawk 2,500 maneuvering.
And we're searching for that. We're continuing on a heading of 251 to go out to about 15 DME.
Number 79 X-ray, roger.
So now we're just going to get the VOR Bravo. We're probably going to fly it twice then.
That's fine, yeah. That's a little disappointing. Because I really want to be prepared.
You will be prepared, Dave.
With knowledge, I'm a little bit, you know.
Don't worry about your knowledge.
I go brain dead. That's what I worry about. But I can't wish that upon myself. All right?
79 X-ray, traffic 2 miles west your position. Maneuvering 2,600 indicated.
79 X-ray, we're searching, and we're descending to 1800.
Number 79 X-ray, wind able spark 0331.
0331 coming out, 79 X-ray. Let's go down to 1800. I mean, I don't know where he's jumping around in the clouds, but...
He's been staying that close to us?
These are 2,600 feet.
Victor Papa, traffic a mile north of your position, westbound, stands on 1,900.
They must be behind us now.
And he's not talking to us. I mean, he should be. Ah, he's over there on the left-hand side.
November 3 Yankee Pop, sorry about that. Traffic, less than a mile north of your position, Bonanza 1,900.
Did I say traffic no factor? You got it.
79 X-ray traffic, no factor, he's behind us now.
November 79 X-ray, roger, and verify you can maintain your own train instruction and climb to 2,700.
Affirmative, 700 X-ray.
November 79 X-ray, you're cleared to Wichita Valley via radar vectors, climb maintain 2,700, and verify you said you wanted the VOR Bravo.
We're going to do the VOR Bravo with 2 turns in holding and then do the penetration.
November 79 X-ray, roger.
And 79 X-ray is cleared direct to the Shepherd VOR for the VOR Bravo.
November 79 X-ray, that's affirmative. You can proceed direct the VOR.
Direct to the VR, climbing 2700, 700 X-ray.
And now proceed direct.
Proceed direct.
Tune, identify, and monitor.
Okay, direct flight plan. It's Vortex, so just be SPS. 2028.
Okay, that's the GPS line. And how do you do it with your VOR?
VOR. Okay, we're tuned in to the VOR. So I need to find out where we are. It'd be 028 approximately. So I can go ahead and go this way, and I'm going the wrong
Tune,
way.
identify, and monitor. Now you need to be actually on nav 1 to listen to beep, 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 beep. Okay?
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me catch up.
November 79 X-ray, climb maintain 3,100 to get you around that MBA.
Climbing to 3100, 700 X-ray.
Okay, and now you turn to the shoulder direction under to the bearing pointer, right? Then you just push on it and center the CDI with a 2 indication. Hit it.
Okay, hold on. I'm behind you a little bit.
That's fine. I wouldn't even accelerate anymore. Bring the power back. Hold it. Here we go. Now you're proceeding direct, and now you can activate this one direct as well. You want to. Here we go.
All right, let me catch up. I'm mentally behind right now. To 3,000 feet, right?
3,100.
All right. Because I was getting instructions and following instructions and not thinking about why I wasn't following instructions. So that's kind of my fault. 3,100.
And report 3,100.
Shepherd approach Bonanza 917 on X-ray, 3,100.
700 X-ray, roger.
Okay, how far are you away?
Hold on, I'm still way behind the aircraft.
How far are you away from the VR?
Yeah. 5 miles away?
Okay, so slow down. Don't push the power up and go fast.
It's usually right there.
Yeah, because you're already going 150, right? So
okay.
Don't go that fast. I would bring that power way back, slow down for my holding.
700 X-ray, hold north of the Shepherd Vortex as published.
Holding north is published with 2 turns in holding, sir.
Number 700 X-ray, that's approved as requested.
700 X-ray.
Alright.
Okay. So I'm heading direct to the... Wait a second. Why is that on there?
It should be on there because you
there
centered the
Okay,
CDI.
what's MA196? That's the... Okay. That's afterwards.
No.
I gotcha.
Don't you worry. That's the reason why I say take the GPS usually out. Don't use it. It's just false information. 3,100.
I'm not doing it good right now. I'd like...
Easy. That's the reason why we're rehearsing it. 3,100 is where you want to be at. Fly your aircraft first before you do anything else.
.44 knot winds.
So what's your entry into the holding?
Going to be a parallel entry.
Okay. So set everything up for your entry.
Let's see. 1356.
Okay, the next time we do this, we go way further out to the west, okay? Then you get more time to do your W holds. And what's the altitude you're flying?
310.
Okay, why is it not staying there? Because you're slowing down.
I haven't ever a chance to trim it.
Yes. So fly your aircraft first. The rest needs to happen in your head.
Make sure this is on Be locked.
And Manhattan 79 X-ray. After completion of your turns and holding, you can cross the Shepherd Vortex at or above 2,400. Clear the VOR Bravo into Wichita Valley.
After completion of the turn, we're cleared for the VOR Bravo and with 2 turns in holding, and then at or above 2,400, we're reporting back when we're in the climb out.
79 X-ray, verify you're looking to come back.
Yes, we're going to report back to you guys. We're going to do another one thereafter.
Okay, you have a to and from indication change for an hour.
I know, I'm trying to find this up.
But you still got a turn, right?
Turn what?
Where?
Doing a parallel entry.
Okay, do you not turn when you pass the fix then?
I thought that if this is the fix and this is where you're holding, you'd go a little bit farther out. You go
yeah,
one,
but you still
and then you
start
come
to
back
turn
in.
to your parallel heading at some point. You're just continuing straight out now.
F4.
Does that make sense?
No.
No, what I mean,
F6.
a parallel entry is you pass the fix and you start to turn to do the parallel entry. You're just not proceeding straight out. This is all based on that you're doing your turn. Does that make sense? So you need to be heading on 356 right now, that's all.
Heading to 356.
What is it?
Yeah, it's 356.
Yeah. Plus the wind correction.
Well, let's say that I was on the magenta line.
But that's the way it is.
Then you go over to the right and come back around, or what?
You turn into the holding side. The thing is, you don't even know because you don't have a GPS.
Shepherd approach, Peninsula 79 X-ray. Please repeat instruction.
And remember, 79 X-ray, after completion of the practice approach, you can execute the published missed approach for the VOR Bravo.
Affirmative. We'll execute published missed approach on now. 79 X-ray.
This is the problem with the GPS. You are way too precise because you normally don't have that. If you would not be looking at the GPS display right now, you would not even know where you are. Right?
Right.
So if you just follow the basic rules which are there, that's the way to do. So we're going to do now one turn in holding. Now we're going to turn to the right-hand side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And flight 3908.
And I guess I did not understand the
7.95. Good day.
27.95. Good morning, flight 3908.
We can talk about it again. It's not a problem.
I didn't understand the parallel entry, I suppose.
It's okay.
Can we do the next one without any of that?
Yes.
Go ahead and turn that off.
Okay, and in the second turn in holding, he cleared you to penetrate at or above 2,400, so you can start your descent in the next turn, right? Of the holding pattern.
I lost all of that. So I do one hold and then start descending?
Yes, in the second hold. So what's the heading you should be flying right now?
I should be on the 346. I got a 40 knot crosswind.
You should dial up 176 because that's the radial you're holding off, right? That's the holding direction.
No, the heading of 176, and then
Okay.
this is 356.
Okay. Good.
42 radar contact position as reported.
All right, so I have a.
And Kit 42, squawk 0332 and send request.
You're doing good. That's correct. Now you're doing a back course, right? You need to turn in the other direction just to make sure that you know what you're doing.
Kit 42, roger. Expect that in 2 miles.
And you should be at 3,100. Just relax. What's going on, man? You're pushing yourself right now for nothing. We're out here to try and how it's going to work, that you know how it looks. You don't need to punish yourself for anything right now.
42, you're clear to Shepherd via radar vectors instead of saying 3,300.
Well, I don't feel like we have checklists, and I haven't gone over one checklist.
Because we were way too close.
I've been flying by the seat of my pants and listening and flying like you're flying the plane and I'm just driving. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And that's really thrown me off.
But it's still 3,100.
Right. So now you tell me 3,100, so I climb to 3,100.
Yeah, but I need to do something about it because you're accepting errors right now. You're not fixing it.
Okay.
okay, now you're getting so close, don't even fly this anymore, you're doing it absolutely correct. Just forget about it. Wait till you see the to from indication, but now you're going to see something really weird because you will see the from to indication.
Right.
I personally would always dial up
the
front course I'm flying to, so it would be the 176 radial I'm dialing up, and I'm flying to because you're supposed to use the front course.
So here's the question, is that once you pass it and you're like, okay, now I'm on final, would you flip it all the way around?
Huh?
Well, for this one, you just go 196. It's an easier turn to I guess it wouldn't be for me.
If you're 176 and you go
point.
to 196, it's 20 degrees.
There's my turn. Don't start that yet. No.
Very good. Now you're going to the
See,
right.
the other thing is I've had about a 3-degree incline.
Yes, which is totally normal.
Right. Because I'm going this speed and everything, but I never trimmed. I'm finally trimmed. However, I need to climb. So I need to probably be at 5 degrees until I'm back at 31.
Okay, do you now need to climb, or can you now start your descent to 2400?
I'm only in my first turn.
You have done one parallel turn, right? It was one holding turn. The parallel entry was the first turn in holding.
That counts as a hold?
Sure, it's a hold. That's a full turn in holding. You timed already a minute out and a minute back. Did you or did you not?
Not exactly. There's beam. Alright, the winds are really messing with me here. And so on this one, if I have a 30-knot wind, then I need to go out 30 seconds and turn back around. Correct?
35, I would say, yes.
Okay.
What was your timing inbound?
3.5 minutes to get to the fix.
Okay, so 30 seconds is probably a good idea. Turn. And if you now dial up 176 here, it's going to be much easier because you have the front course to fly.
176, and then as soon as I get to the final approach fix, I have 196.
And you don't have to fly it on here. You could put it up here as well, right? Put up a 176 heading there because it's your full panel. You see it's moving. Get your clock ready again. And what do you have to do before you hit the fix this time? First of all, you're still at 3,000 feet, which is going to be heinous.
I've been flying that the whole way.
Yeah, you need to get that gear down now and going to go idle and get fully configured because other than that, you have no chance of being at 2,400 and the airspeed.
Whoa.
Ah, good. That was a good lesson. Check. Configuration check. Come on.
I'm trying to get my bearings. Where am I at? I need to be at 196.
You can set this one to 196 if you want to, yes.
6. Okay.
But you got to fly this one on the inbound leg, right?
400.
Correct?
I'm sorry,
You got to be flying this CDI to get it centered and to the station and then 196. Right now you're not supposed. But you need to get your configuration check done.
Green light.
3 green, flaps to full, and
3 green, flaps to full, and what?
Landing lights on.
That's fine. So gump check, mixture prop, or let's see, gear, undercarriage, mixture prop.
And Camp 42, you can maintain 2,400 now until established.
So right now I would just hold that whatever I've got, okay? Because you see you're tracking very nicely toward the Shepherd VOR, okay? Even if this thing doesn't indicate, don't worry, you're doing a great job. 2,400, you're configured. Just make sure you follow the
contact target.
The gum check on the inside, and the next turn is going to be immediately 196. And then you got 20 knots of, you got 30 knots of headwind. Okay, you're looking for.
So my ground,
not a whole lot of wind.
My ground speed's 48, so I'm looking at about 245.
Commencing the approach.
What do you say? Oh, report.
79 X-ray, final approach fix with the gear.
Shepherd approach, Bonanza 79 X-ray, final approach with the gear.
River 79 X-ray, roger, sir, and you can, River terminated, you can change advisory frequency. On your missed approach, contact Chevy approach 118.2.
118.2, 79 X-ray.
Don't even switch. There's nobody out there.
Okay, so there is my, well, let's see. Got to switch first.
From.
So now I can go down to 515, or I'm sorry, 1520.
And you need to turn. Time?
196. Time, yeah, the time, turn,
throttle, twist,
track and talk.
Okay.
Citation 5 Echo
This
Zulu
needs to be
7
centered, and this
13000.
needs to be centered. This is the twist. This is 196 where it needs to go. You cannot
Oh,
fly
the course.
yeah, you cannot fly the GPS line. I mean, come on.
And then 196.
Yes. And now you need to get over to it somehow. Come on, get reasonable here.
Yeah.
Okay, ground speed. What's your ground speed right now?
464.
Huh?
66.
66, so it's a 62 minutes and 30 seconds. Timing clock. Well, you missed approach.
What'd you say, 2 minutes and what?
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Angry 901 Shepherd approach, information Tango, current landing runway 1517, wind 160 at 3, altimeter 2964, expect ILS.
Okay, there's my altitude I want to be at. Points 3. Get to 1.7, there's my VDP, but we're not there yet. 1.4.
Angry 901, fly heading 030 to the main.
The question would be, do I see the runway? Stay at about 1520. Okay, there's nobody out there at the airport. It's good.
1.6, alright. There. Do I see the runway?
Nope. Don't see anything yet.
Can I just get before we do mixed approach, I wanted to get my bearing to where we actually are.
That's the
airfield. There it is. So then I'd circle approach.
You would circle. You don't circle on this one. You just got to go missed.
Missed approach at
2 minutes and 30 seconds. So you
would
just
be well beyond.
Yes, you just fly that very nicely and good. No, you're not going to be well beyond with 230. You're going to be just somewhere on the airfield.
You don't think we'll be? We still got another 40 seconds.
Yeah. Look at this. They're building hangars out here as well.
Good. Aviation's growing. There it is. And missed approach.
Don't miss approach.
Okay.
No.
Positive climb.
Push up the power. 2 positive climbs now.
Climb, climb. Climb to 2800, right turn to Shepherd. You want to head a little bit west, or what instructions he gave us? Published?
He said to publish, but we're going to fly out a little bit first.
Okay, can we do me a favor? I really want to see what you're saying. I am using the GPS line.
Yes.
Let's take all that away.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'll do it.
And in fact, let me try to fly it off this. That might give me a better mental situational awareness for the final.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now it's gone. Let me see something here.
Change that.
Why is it still there? It should be gone. I removed it.
Seeing the rest of our flight plan, I think.
Yes, I removed all that crap as well. Okay, now it's all gone.
6.
Good. So you got nothing.
All right, thank you.
And you don't have to crank it at 2700 all the way. Okay. And now on the climb to 2700, you're already at 2900. You need to talk to him and tell him that you are missed and that you're the published missed and you're inbound to Shepherd for 2 more turns and holding for another penetration.
Shepherd approach, Bonanza 9179 X-ray, executing missed approach at 2,800, requesting 2 turns and holding for VOR Bravo and Wichita Valley.
Bonanza 79 X-ray, your radar contact position as reported. You can proceed directly to the VOR, correction the Shepherd Vortex, and 2 turns holding is approved.
Okay, now do yourself a favor. Slow down.
Wait, can I say copy, or what do I say?
Bonanza 79 X-ray, hold north of Shepherd Vortex as published.
We'll hold north of Shepherd Vortex as published, 79 X-ray.
Alright, now just slow down again and turn. So, tune identify and monitor. You turn, then in the shorter direction to the bearing pointer, then to put the bearing pointer under the heading marker.
Bonanza 79 X-ray, verify you're going to stay at 3,000, or requesting 3,000 for this.
Affirm.
Affirmative, 79 X-ray.
So how do you proceed now direct to the station?
Proceed. I need to know where the station is,
So where is it?
I want to tune in this until it triggers.
Where is it?
It's over there.
Where?
What do you mean? What are you looking for? It's over that direction.
How often do I need to ask you, how do you find your VOR till you understand?
Well, it'd be the blue magenta line.
Thank you. You turn to the head of the blue magenta line. Done.
Just going to maintain 1
Jesus! Don't discuss all the time. Just tell me the answer. You go, no. Say, where's the VOR? 070. There's the VOR. And you turn to the heading of the
It wasn't until I said that till I realized that was what that mentioned that blue line's for, though.
Angry 901 is going to maintain 3,300.
What am I doing wrong with, it's particular when I talk to you, what do I wrong when I talk to you on the whiteboard and say that's the single bearing line in blue, and I use the blue, or when I talk about the double magenta line, it's not magenta, it's blue, the double blue line, when I talk to you about that.
I just haven't learned it.
Okay, you have not processed it yet then.
Because I guess I'm not used to.
Okay, and now you need to proceed direct by hitting this, so it should be centered, and now you do wind correction, which should be applied to the right-hand side because the winds are with 40 knots. So you need, we're going 130, ground speed probably 2 miles, 20 degrees to the right to stay on. So the bearing is right now 090, so you got to do probably 110 to stay on. Bingo.
Okay.
Alright, now slow her down. Just bring her back. And she's going that fast because your prop's going that fast.
X-ray after completion of your turns and holding, you can cross the Shepherd Vortex at above 2,400. Cleared VOR Bravo into Wichita Valley.
Cleared Bravo into Wichita Valley, 79 X-ray, thank you.
Okay, why do you now fly the nose that low when you know you got to be above the horizon? That's the first thing, and I would bring my prop speed back to 2,300.
Oh, because of the winds, I'm trying to slow down.
Yes.
Then I'm not able to trim, or it's taking me too long to trim.
Use the hand wheel.
What do you mean?
If this is taking too long, use the hand wheel.
I'm saying that to figure out, like, I'll set it and wait and see if it's in and, make the adjustments. I'm just not making this fast.
But that's what I'm saying. If you know the attitude you have to fly for a level flight picture, you know already. At 100, it was 3 degrees nose up before. If I'm slowing down from 140 to 100, it has to come up. So now you're doing a parallel entry, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now you're turning. And as soon as you hit, you need to dial up what? Inbound radio, 176 inbound, and you need to be flying the outbound heading of 1356.
There's 356.
And you need to dial up the inbound radial of 176. The radial, that's the heading bug. For selector window.
Angry 901, 5 miles north of the final approach, fixed turn right heading 120, maintain 2,400 to establish on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 15 center.
Now it all makes more sense with the inbound because the course is now to your left. Does it make sense? Now you're turning into it, whatever you're doing. Very nice. We didn't take the clock. So when do you turn inbound?
When do I turn inbound?
Yeah.
Well, it's been about, what, 20 seconds?
Now guess where I would go off my DME. I was going about 2.5 miles per minute, so it's probably time to go back inbound, right?
Okay.
And as long as you correct it on the other one, it's good. If you give him like a
Did I stop it and clear it again?
Yes. If you give him an answer where you can go like, hey, I'm traveling at about 3 miles an hour, so a minute should be over now, I'm turning back inbound, he's going to be happy because you do the mental work of keeping situational awareness. Does that make sense?
You're 901, contact tower.
Okay, don't fall out of the sky. Make sure that you fly 100 knots. Alright, now you know the wind before was about 200, kept you on there, right? The rollout with a heading of somewhere between 190 and 200.
Okay.
And you want to be at 3,000. Very nice, much better now. Hack the clock. Not running. Okay. Easy, dude, easy. Peanuts, piece of cake.
Not a piece of cake.
Okay, now do your checks. Continue with your checks, okay?
I have no idea where we are. See, nav aids, we'll be doing 2 turns and holding, and then we'll be twisting to 196. The descent checklist, which I haven't been doing. Thought it was required. Mixture, fuel on the proper tank.
I want you to go forth and back between the instruments and your checklist.
And then ATIS, which we're close enough, it's not going to matter. Altimeter and compass.
I'm going to end the 700 X-ray. Are you be looking for another approach after this one?
Negative 7 on X-ray.
Roger. I verify you will be full stop.
No, we're going back to Kickapoo.
We're going to
Touch and go?
We're doing the mist again and going to Kickapoo.
Shepherd approach 7 on X-ray. We're going to execute a missed approach and head back to Charlie Whiskey Charlie.
700 X-ray. Roger that. Route is requested.
At this point, I would not correct anymore too much because you're within a mile. It's already very close. You're getting within a mile of the Shepherd VR. You still have awareness of where you are, okay? Because it's still cheating. It still gives you GPS positions.
Right.
Even if you don't have a line.
Number 31, Shepherd approach, Shepherd altimeter 2964. Radar contact position as reported. Site request.
All right, so this is about 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes. So on the outback leg.
Number 31, Roger. You can expect that in about 3 miles.
About 35, 37 seconds?
30 seconds max, yes.
30 seconds? Okay. That's what we did last time, yeah.
I mean, it indicates that you're doing 60 over the ground now.
Well, here's the thing. Shouldn't that be lined up on, if it's on 176, shouldn't we be 2, or is it, I guess we're in cone of confusion.
Yes. First of all, you're in the cone of confusion right now, and second of all, when you look at it, what you're doing really,
Information uniform currently.
this should be lined up as well because you got 176, but you didn't fly your CDI correctly. Now you're just waiting for the 2-form indication to turn outbound again. Okay, think about what you need to do in this turn now. Okay, you're cleared at or above 2400. You need to be able to get your aircraft configured as well, right?
So I can go ahead and start, descend, right?
0333.
I can go ahead and, or I can do that in the straight ahead then.
Yes, I would configure straight ahead when it's easier. Now I would just start my descent. I would not go any slower than 100 because all my calculation is based on 100. Okay? So why do you hold her up that much now?
Because I need to get back to my altitude.
I thought you want to start descending.
You're right.
Right, and now you're at 85 knots. You're almost stalling the aircraft. Back.
All right. Three green. Approach flaps are good.
Landing lights on.
Landing light is on.
4021 Shepherd approach, Shepherd altimeter 2964, you're going to maintain 6,000, expect ILS.
Oh.
These cows are pretty big down there. I would guess we're about 700 feet off the ground. Does that sound right?
No.
Where should we be?
About 1,000 feet. Oh. 2,400. Okay.
Camera 31 to the maintain 4,000.
I was for some reason heading down to 1520. Green, flaps down.
So why do you stay here?
Why do I stay here?
Why don't you got back up to where you need to be at least?
Because I'm playing a game between the RPMs or the manifold pressure and the.
Okay, you are not protected. 2,400 is a clear. Do not descend below. If you need more power, you get the power you need or deconfigure the aircraft. You cannot stay below here. That's a clear bust on your check ride. Okay, you just need to go. If you do a mistake, that's okay, but don't accept the mistake. Come back.
Consider maintain 2,400.
Perfect. Okay, now you're getting within a mile and a half, a mile again. You're 1 dot off. That's what I would hold, because from now on the changes are going to be, you cannot really correct anymore precisely. Are you legal to do this yet? Basically not, but if you think about it and put it in now, it's okay. You need to wait till station pass which happens, yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But it's okay. I think he's not going to have a heartburn with that if you're in the cone of confusion going like... Again, 60s. Time. Turn. Throttle. Twist. Drag.
Final, you are currently 5 miles north of final post. Fix turn right, heading 120. Maintain 2,400 to establish cleared ILS, runway 15 center.
You did a fabulous job now. You're within 0.4 miles of the VOR, so that's like 2,000 feet away or so. Actually, it's right there.
Oh, isn't it? Okay.
It's right there.
That's pretty good. Alright, there's our flag. So we time, turn, 196, or it'd be more than that.
Throttle.
Number 31, if needed, you continue right hand turn heading 180.
Twist.
Throttle. Twist, which you already said it.
Track.
Track, are we on the line?
And then
talk.
Shepherd approach, Peninsula 9179 X-ray, configured, passing final approach fix.
Number 31, roger, contact tower.
Contacting tower 79 X-ray.
No one else?
Number 79 X-ray, remaining this frequency. Remaining this frequency, sorry, 79 X-ray.
Remaining 79 X-ray, radio service terminated. You can change the advisory frequency. On your missed approach, frequency will be the same.
Changing frequency, missed approaches remains the same, 79 X-ray.
Well, he wants you now actually to talk to Unicom and to climb about 118.2 again, leave it where it is.
Okay.
Nobody there.
Okay.
And if he tells you talk to tower, your SA should tell you I cannot talk to tower because there is no tower.
Alright, I thought he was role playing, not role playing, but just kind of like not assume, but
okay.
As whatever the equivalent is.
Now you're coming outside a mile, you should get more guidance on your. Just turn a little more, hold that, and see what's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. See, now it came off the wall immediately.
I didn't drop like I needed to.
Nope.
Toro 21, 10 miles
And
north of
the timing's running, so you're good.
120, maintain 3,300 to establish on the localizer cleared ILS runway 15 center.
Okay, there's my altitude I want to stay at. When I'm 1.7, I'm at 1.5. There it is. My BDP. Do I see the runway?
Nope. Don't go. You cannot go.
Oh, okay.
You wait till the time is over and then you go. You just say, I'm at my VDP, can I see the runway? And you go.
Now, did we say 2 minutes or 2:20?
220, I think.
I thought.
21 contact tower, good day.
And you're 20 feet below minimum decent altitude.
There we go. Ready? Climb, climb.
Awesome.